Hello, my name is Clara, and I have a toxic family. Before I continue with my story, please like and subscribe. I have a rich family. You'd think I had an easy life, but you couldn't be further from the truth. My family hated me. They were more toxic than the nuclear waste sitting on the other side of my city that everyone is afraid to go to. The moment I came out of the room, my parents made me do chores. I spent my entire time doing chores and wasn't allowed free time until they were done. When they fed me, they gave me disgusting expired food that would make anyone throw up. And my bed, it was non-existent. I slept on the floor in my bedroom that had nothing but a closet of old clothes. What made this even worse was my older sister Jane got everything. She got love and good food and gifts every day. They pampered her like her existence herself cured cancer. They always praised her, all while insulting me, and Jane would always bully and humiliate me. She called me every harsh name you could think of, but my parents cheered her on and gave her even more gifts every time. My parents never gave me anything, not even on my birthday or Christmas. But when it was Jane's birthday, they would fly overseas and leave me behind and have no spineless maid look after me. Seriously, Bethany, can't you stand up for me? I had friends in my school, which was a horrible school, all while Jane went to a special private school. My best friend was Susie. I once invited her to my house, and somehow my parents let me. When we got to the house, everything was fine until Jane came along. Who was this loser? That's my best friend, and she's not a loser. Jane held up 2 Barbies. Do you want to play with me? Susie's face immediately lit up in joy. Yes! Jane took Susie up to her bedroom. I followed Jane, but Jane stopped me. No ugly chores allowed. I spoke to Susie. Come on, we don't need to. But Susie refused. Sorry, I want to play with Jane today. They shut the door in my face. I never had play dates again, and I never spoke to selfish Susie ever again. What a traitor! A few years later in high school, I met the cutest boy. Since I wasn't afraid of anything, I decided to talk to him. Hello, my name's Clara. What is your name? Nice to meet you, Clara. I am John. Do you want to hang out with me? I said yes, and we became like 2 peas in a pod, and before I knew it, we started dating. For the first time in my life, I felt like the happiest girl. One day, I opened up to him about my toxic family. He held my hand. I'm so sorry. They shouldn't treat you like this. You are the best girl, and I'll do everything to make sure you feel that way forever. All my life, I thought perfect men only existed in movies and stories, but John proved otherwise. One day, I decided to tell my family about my relationship. They were all shocked and told me I couldn't have a boyfriend. Why not? I'm 15. It is unrealistic. No man wants to date a loser like you unless they were a creep. I got angry. John isn't a creep. He's in my grade, and he treats me like a queen. I guess you want me to be single and lonely forever. Yes, because you deserve it. Relationships are dangerous. If you kiss him, you'll get pregnant. That's not true. Before I could continue, some men in masks broke into the house. What's going on? My men covered my family's faces in black hoods. I tried to stop them, but they took my family away into a van. I was confused on why I was spared. I was outside when I saw a car pull up to me. John was in it. No time to explain. Get in, he said. So I got in and we drove off. The bandits took my family to the nuclear site. They tied my family to the chairs and took off the covers. They were terrified. One of the men said, We've seen how you treat your daughter, and we don't like it. What do you mean? We treat Jane like an angel sent from heaven, and you treat Clara like a devil sent from hell. So what? She's a loser. No, she is not. She is a nice, smart, and capable girl, but you refuse to see that, just so you can spoil your over-pampered brat Jane. Jane started crying. How dare you call her that? You will never defend Clara like that. What do you want from us? We want you to be kind to Clara or else. Another man took a metal cup and put the nuclear waste in it. You will become mutants and be treated exactly the same as Clara's treated. No, please! Jane was crying and begging. Only if you swear you'll be nice to Clara now. I will. Mean it. Be sincere. I will. You're right. I was a bad sister. I will give her half of my belongings. She deserves them more than me. Jane, where's this coming from? We appreciate your apology, but you're only free if your parents also apologize. John and I pulled up to the side and ran to where those men are holding my parents and sister hostage. I yelled, "Stop! Don't hurt them!" Clara, what are you doing here? We kidnapped them because they treated you badly. They must all apologize to you, or we will turn them into mutants too disgusting for society. Are you actually going to hurt them? We only agreed to kidnap and intimidate them. My entire family started crying. They just wanted to go home. Yes, unless they apologize now. The man was firm in his decision. My mum started crying. Clara, I'm sorry. I was a horrible mother. I will make it up to you in every way possible. My dad also cried. I'm sorry too. I will treat you better. I'll give you anything you want. And Jane, you better apologize too. We spoiled you for too long. Jane cried as well. You're right, Clara. I'm sorry. I will hang out with you more and be kinder to you. Now apologize. You better let them go or I'll call the cops on you. You're right. They untied the family and went back into the van and drove away. The 5 of us went into a massive group hug. It was hectic, but we were okay. It turns out John was the one who hired those men to kidnap my family. But I forgave him because I knew he truly loved me. My family and I got along a lot better from now on, and I finally got nice things. And John and I were happily together forever. What did you think of my story? Did you find it relatable? Tell me in the comments below. I will be reading all of them.